Hello everyone! Thanks for tuning up to our Secrets and Splendors Odessa's main site series. Actually, we started the series last year, but then we've upgraded the equipment and decided to do a rerun. So this is the new version of the first episode about Odessa's legendary site, the Potemkin Staircase. Let's go! Filmed in the Battleship Potemkin movie, these 192 steps have made Odessa world famous. Down there is the passenger port and the commercial harbor. Today we walk up the staircase to get into the historical quarter, which is right there on top of the cliff. This is where the city was founded about 225 years ago. But how did this area look when the city was just founded? We need to go up to answer this question. The Potemkin Staircase is nothing but an advertisement project for the city. People didn't need to go down to the harbor. There were roads which were used to bring cargo to the port. This is the view on the Potemkin Staircase from the bottom up. And this is the view most of the travelers who were arriving in Odessa were getting in the 1800s. Most of people were arriving in the city by the sea. Imagine, for many days, a ship sailed the Black Sea and people could see nothing but the water. And then a ship entered the bay and all of a sudden, people could see a beautiful European-looking city on top of the cliff and a gigantic staircase, which went from the top straight into the sea. That provided an awestruck impression. The city allocated 1 year and $250,000 rubles to build the staircase. That was a huge amount of money. It took them 4 times more time and money. Why? And it was not your usual state bureaucracy. What gave the staircase its name? The Potemkin Steps. And it was not Prince Potemkin. Why does the staircase look a little bit new? Where's the original stone? And finally, why the staircase was designed in a perspective manner? Let's try to answer these questions. The construction of the staircase went on for 4 years, instead of the originally planned 1. And the problem was not the state bureaucracy. The challenge laid under the ground. Odessa is located on the plateau, on top of the cliff. There are up to 7 kinds of soil inside the plateau and a lot of groundwater. The staircase is a huge structure. So when the construction started, it was very difficult to stabilize it. That's why 4 times more time and money. You've probably noticed that the staircase looks a little bit new. In the 1800s, the steps were built from the soft limestone, which was covered with a firm stone. That firm stone in 1920s already looked a little bit tired. So the Soviet government did the major reconstruction works. They got rid of that tired stone and covered the steps with a granite. And the landings were covered with the concrete. During the last restoration works, which occurred about 2 years ago, the city lifted all stone up, cleaned the original limestone, cleaned the Soviet granite and put it back on the steps, and the landings got covered with the new tiles. The steps had many names: Gigantic, Boulevard, Richelieu. Today we know it as the Potemkin Staircase. So how come it's called this way? The famous Battleship Potemkin film. In 1925, the Soviet government decided to celebrate the anniversary of the first socialist protests in the country. So they tasked a famous film director to make a movie about a protest which happened on the battleship Potemkin. The ship was here in the harbor. While making that movie, that film director came up with an episode. A fight is happening here on the staircase. Cossacks, civilians, young people, adults, the Tsar army officers. There's a huge mess here on the steps. And on top, there is a lady with the baby carriage. She gets shot, she's falling down, letting the carriage go, and the carriage goes all the way down the steps. That episode made the steps famous and gave it its name, the Potemkin Staircase. From the bottom, the staircase looks gigantic, almost endless. In reality, there are just 192 steps. There's one trick which makes the stairs look so huge. The staircase narrows on top and widens at the bottom. It was designed in a perspective manner. This creates an optical illusion and makes the stairs look longer than they actually are. What amazed people who were coming here to look for the Potemkin Staircase in the old days, and what still amazes people who come to look for the staircase today, is that they would come here to the spot knowing about the staircase. They would be looking for it and seeing nothing, because the proper view on the steps is from the bottom up. Now I want to show you something interesting, not to miss when you are in the area of the Potemkin Staircase. It's right next to it. The ancient Greeks colonized the Black Sea coastline in the prehistoric times. Up the cliff, there was an ancient Greek settlement. And several years ago, when the city was doing restoration works on the Potemkin Staircase, a local charity fund, which is owned by a Greek construction company, gave the money to create this Greek park next to the Potemkin Staircase. On one side of the Potemkin Staircase is the Greek park, and on the other side is the Istanbul Park, created on the money of the city of Istanbul. Probably in Odessa, the Greeks and the Turks would meet at some point under the Potemkin Staircase. I can go on and on talking about Odessa's legendary site, the Potemkin Staircase, but unfortunately the time of the episode is limited, and there are many more interesting sites to explore. So in our next episode, we're gonna go that way, to that beautiful square, explore the square, and uncover the secrets of the Odessa's founders' monument. Each week we publish a new episode of the series on our YouTube channel, so please follow us. Also, if you are interested in walking the city in real time, every Saturday and Sunday at 1 p.m. GMT, we do live stream from our Facebook page at Odessa Walks. Join us. Bye-bye.